The girl accidentally bonded with a truth-telling system. Whenever someone asked her a question, the system forced her to tell the truth. Just then, a female colleague from her company asked her for help. The girl's worst fears always came true. She was terrified that the system would make her say something strange. But the very next second, she stood up and shouted at her colleague, "You've been slacking off for 3 days, and you stayed up scrolling TikTok until 3 a.m. yesterday. There's no way I'm helping you." The girl blamed the system for getting her into huge trouble. The girl's boss heard her harsh words and scolded her without asking for an explanation. But the boss ended up being talked back to by the girl as well. The girl said to her boss, "If you feel sorry for her, you can do her work for her." "I totally agree." The girl quickly covered her mouth and begged herself to stop talking. To avoid offending anyone else, she had to sit down and stay quiet for the time being. Unexpectedly, the reckless colleague came to provoke her again. The colleague deliberately gave the boss an expensive gift right in front of the girl. To get back at the girl, the boss spoke sarcastically and said she had no social sense. The boss also said the girl didn't respect her as a superior at all. The girl silently prayed that her boss wouldn't talk to her. She then stood up and planned to make a cup of coffee, but the boss stopped her anyway. The boss asked the girl if the expensive skincare product was good. The girl turned around reluctantly, intending to compliment her boss. But once again, the system forced her to tell the truth. "The skincare product works well, but your colleague bought it for only 40 yuan on Temu. I don't use counterfeit products, so I don't know if it's good." The girl knew she had gotten into trouble again and quickly covered her mouth. But the colleague got furious and said the girl was ignorant and couldn't tell real from fake. Again, the girl couldn't control herself and spoke up. "There's a QR code on the box. You can scan it to find out." The girl immediately realized something terrible was going to happen. She had offended 2 people at once, and life at work would be miserable for her from now on. But at that moment, the boss chose to believe the colleague. The boss thought the girl was slandering the colleague out of jealousy. Once more, the system took control of the girl's mouth. "What do I have to be jealous of? That she's incompetent at work and can only get ahead by sucking up to you?" The colleague burst into tears of grievance after hearing this. The girl panicked and ran away quickly. The next day, the boss asked the girl to attend a company meeting. During the meeting, the CEO asked everyone to discuss issues with the dishes at the restaurant managed by the company. The girl thought she wasn't qualified to give an answer at first. But just then, the colleague stood up and told the CEO that the girl had great insights on this topic. So the girl had to stand up reluctantly, praying that the system wouldn't take control of her mouth.